So you signed with Indiana in the offseason, but you left a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals, was 2 games away from a berth to the NBA Finals. Tell me what your emotions were like when you first signed with Indiana.
Excited, optimistic, taking on a new challenge, leaving something that was secure, something that had the elements to be great. Had a great player, had an MVP guy on that team, going somewhere where they're really trying to build something special. They've done well, but they're trying to do better. They're really trying to make a mark in the league. And, you know, I wanted to be one of the big pieces for them.
Was it a situation where there was a foregone conclusion that you were going to leave Milwaukee, or was it something that surprised you?
It was surprising. It was surprising. I didn't anticipate leaving. You know, I talked to my agent up until that point, up until the day the trade happened, and he thought it wasn't going to get done. There was a lot of uncertainty around it, but it ended up coming through and ended up being a great situation.
So let's get into this season. Thus far, you guys obviously 31-23 on the season, but you're in the midst of a 6-game losing streak. What's going on with this team at this particular moment? Why the trouble?
You know, we got our all-star in Victor Oladipo back maybe 5 or 6 games ago. It's tough bringing a guy like that. That's such a huge piece to what you do. But also, you know, roles are being redefined. This has been a team where guys have been injured with concussions, with minor injuries, been out for 3 to 5 game stretches, sickness all season long. So now we have an opportunity. Last game was our first game where we had the whole team back. So it's a huge adjustment period, and we got to figure it out.
Your buddy, your former teammate, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he speaks very, very highly of you, has a lot of love for you. Talk to me for a second about your relationship with him.
He's a great dude. I actually texted him last night. Congratulations on the new baby boy. You know, one thing about Giannis that separates him from anybody I've ever played with or been around is his work ethic. It's unbelievable. It's unrivaled, unmatched. So I've seen his tough games 3-4 years ago when he was, you know, had games where he was struggling, trying to bring the group along, but he wasn't quite there, to now where he's dominating night in, night out. So, you know, I'm so happy for him and all that he's accomplished, but now I want to beat him.
The MVP caliber season that he had, could you crystallize for us how painful it was for him to lose in those conference finals last year?
I know it was painful. To be the MVP, but then to have a player like Kawhi come in and beat you, it was almost like them two going head to head, and Kawhi won the matchup. So I know it was painful for him. He put in a lot of work to get to those finals, to win a championship last year. We had the ingredients, we just didn't get it done.
Now, you say you're looking forward to going up against him. You know him. You know how great he is. You know how hungry he is. How are you going to overcome that playing for a different team going up against him?
This is a team effort. This is historically one of the better defensive teams in the league. When I was on the Bucks, this was one of the few teams that would guard Giannis well. So we have the pieces to continue to do that. We did it last game we played them. They just have a lot of weapons now, great coaching. They've mastered their system and their philosophy that Bud teaches them. But we have a chance to really beat them.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.